So I'm making this video today for my sister Misty and my daughter-in-law Brooke. It's about feeding and maintaining your starter for your sourdough bread. Pretty simple process. For a long time I wanted to make sourdough but was always intimidated by it. But then I finally come around, read up on it, studied up on it, watched some videos and stuff on it, and learned that it is really easy. It's really simple. So anyway, I keep my starter in a container like this. Walmart sells these. It's a Tupperware container. It's got a lockdown lid. One of the greatest things in the world. Real simple. Starter dough just looks like a real wet dough. Sometimes when you first pull it out of the fridge, if it's sat for a while, there'll be a clear liquid on the top. As long as that liquid's not brown or pink, you're good. It's usually like a clear, might have like a little yellow tint to it. That's fine, it's normal. Just when you first pull it out of the fridge, mix it up. So I usually just take a fork, get in there, stir it around. Now to make the food for your sourdough, I just take a bowl, and it's basically a 50-50 mix. It's going to be one cup of flour, 1 cup of water. And it doesn't have to be precise. Basically all you're trying to do is make almost like a pancake batter consistency. And then as far as the water goes, you never want to use city water. City water's got chlorine and stuff that kills bacteria. Well, that's what this is. This is a live bacteria. And that's why you got to feed it and maintain it, is because it's a live bacteria. So to put city water in there that has chlorine and other additives in it, it'll kill the bacteria and it'll ruin your starter. So never use city water. You can use bottled water, or I've got one of these pure filters on my faucet. I prefer to use that because bottled water, they sometimes put additives in there for freshness or whatever. I just assume use tap water that's run through a filter. Nothing added to it, it's just water. So you want your water to be warm. So I get mine almost hot. I got my cup of flour in the bowl. I'm going to add a cup of water. Mix this around. I might end up having to add a little bit more water because, like I say, you want it almost like pancake batter, kind of thin enough to pour. So add a little more water. Now I'm going to just pour this right in to my starter batch. And then you're going to mix it up again. Just mix it up real good. Usually after I feed my starter, I let it sit out for a couple hours. Usually with the lid off. Your starter, when you first make it, it actually captures yeast from the air. There's yeast that floats around in the air that's natural. So I usually leave it with the lid off. Just be careful and keep an eye on it, because if you do that for a couple hours and you don't watch it, depending on how much room you have in your container, sometimes it'll rise so much that it'll overflow, and you don't want that. The other thing is, basically what you have in here is a live ecosystem. So you want to keep everything clean and real sanitary, because you don't want to introduce any bacteria that doesn't belong in there. Otherwise you'll ruin your starter and have to start all over. So anyway, that's basically all you got to do. I feed mine a couple times a week because I make a lot of bread. The other way you can do it too is, you know, when you use it, whatever you take out of there, just try to put back in. But as long as you maintain it, keep it in the refrigerator, it'll last forever. I've heard stories of people who've kept batches of starter for 40 years in the family and are still cooking off the same starter. So anyway, it's a pretty simple process. I'll just let it set out for a couple hours, and then later on I'll put it back in the refrigerator, and it's ready to use.